I'm not a huge coffee fan, but I decided to be adventurous and sampled different methods of making coffee. Gimme Coffee had a presentation where they showed us how to brew coffee with 3 different methods: the Kalita wave, the Chemex, and the French press. The Kalita wave and the Chemex are both pour-over methods, where coffee goes on top of a filter and hot water is carefully poured over it. The difference between the 2 methods is the number of holes that the coffee would come out. In the French press method, everything is placed in a cylinder and the coffee is forced through the filter, leaving the grinds at the bottom and the coffee above the filter. I didn't know that there were so many different ways to make coffee and how precise someone could be in making it. For the different preparation methods, they ground the coffee to different levels of fineness and they measured the coffee on scales, like we did in chemistry classes. They let us taste the samples of coffee. There were also 2 types of coffee that we could try, the Honduras or the Ethiopian coffee. I chose the Ethiopian samples. First we sampled a coffee out of a regular coffee machine so we could compare. It tastes like coffee usually does, which is not something I particularly like. The coffee brewed using the new methods tasted much better. My favorite was the French press. It had a lot more flavor and none of the yucky watery taste. It also had some fine silt in it, giving it a nice texture. Although I could taste the difference in coffee that was prepared different ways, I didn't really understand what he meant when he said coffee had a certain fruity, juicy, chocolatey, or nutty flavor to it. But I'm not very experienced with coffee and don't really know what to look for. They said that their boss had described a coffee as tasting like a centennial leather jacket, and that they have no idea what he means by that. So I guess coffee descriptions are sometimes unique to the person. By attending this event, I learned a lot about coffee and different ways of preparing it.
Folks that like coffee.